Brews and Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast. Brews and Banter Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend.
Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt. My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering,
does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
Who was that, yo?
Samaritan. Yeah. Samaritan, yeah.
I can dig it. I like that shit.
She's a nice MC. I'm sure you would. She kind of gives me a Tierra Whack feel to her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll check her out.
Yeah. She's a good artist. I don't think Nas is co-signed on her already.
Oh, you know who she makes me think of? I know who that is. She make me think of Ladybug from Diggable Planets. Don't she remind you of her?
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
Here, I know exactly who that is. Yeah. I do like her.
Yeah. What up? Welcome to Brewing Banter Podcast, where the topics are rocking in the brew. Lab the fuel. I'm your host, Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
This is episode 271 of Brewing Banter Podcast. This is your first time listening?
Is it?
It is. Yeah. This is an episode of Brewing Banter Podcast.
It is an episode. That it is.
It's an episode.
If it ain't 271, it's 270.
Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That last minute. I hope y'all still with us, guys. I hope you stay with us over that last minute. That's not how it normally is. That is how it normally is.
To all our bruisers and bruisettes, welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome.
We're glad.
Hey, you guys know.
We're glad that you can join us again for a wonderful episode of Brewing Banter Podcast. Before we get into everything, we always like to know what everybody is drinking on, if they are drinking on something. So, what are we drinking today? Lou, what you got?
Today I went to Drekker. Drekker is out of Fargo, North Dakota. As we know, Drekker is one of my favorite breweries. Today we have, it's called the Grape Spread It. It's a PB&J sour. Guys, see that right there? That's like a crazy looking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's there's one with the actual knife doing some war there. He's dead, I think. Okay. There's a lot going on this one. He looks like molded. That's moldy. That's a gray situation.
I hope it ain't moldy on a beer can. I don't want none of that.
It's maybe he's throwing up. I'm not sure. He's gray. He's
not good.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, guys. But the can art is very creative. I think that's a banana. That's a banana right there.
Okay.
No, he's happy. I don't know why he's smiling back. Look, he's smiling.
Sugar high.
Yeah,
jelly.
Drekker. So this is like I said, a PB&J sour. It is a 6% alcohol by volume. The gimmicks, which are their flavors, are grape, plum, and peanut butter. It contains no lactose, ladies and gentlemen. The artwork that I showed you is by punchgut.com, spelled just like it sounds, punchgut.com. So if you guys do like that artwork, go to that website, check them out. This is what it looks like. It's very grapey looking. That plum color, very grapey looking. It smells just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It has, it's delicious. It smells delicious. And it tastes more grapey than peanut butter. A little bit of bread in there. Peanut butter a little bit, but just enough to know you're drinking a peanut butter sour, but it's much more jam and jelly than peanut butter, on the taste.
Okay.
A peanut butter and jelly sourdough.
Yeah.
I've had some.
A sour? Like I had like a peanut butter and jelly stout.
Yeah, I didn't like those. I like this much better. Yeah, spread it. Drekker's usually makes the Brain series, which are their smoothies. But yeah, I wanted to try something different from them today. So I got to the store, I got that. But yeah, pass me another. This is really good.
All right.
Maybe I'll try one day.
I know
Yeah,
you already told
one day.
You already told us he wasn't drinking because his
I got
Halloween shenanigans.
Yeah. So, but I do have here that I already drank halfway down. I know it looks like bad, but it's pretty good. This is watermelon.
It looks healthy as hell.
This is watermelon rind juice with some with a little bit of honey in there, some lemon, and some cayenne pepper.
Rob, your face looks like your face. Oh my God,
because I've tasted rind. That just sounds bitter as shit.
No, it just tastes like
your
watermelon.
hangover, or is it curing your hangover, or is it helping just a normal thing?
This is making me feel good.
So you actually but it's not like a hangover drink.
Beer would be a hangover.
So it could be.
Hair of the dog.
No, it would not. No, I do not believe in that.
Not me either. I don't believe
I've done it. It works. It works.
No, don't. I've done it too. And
unless you're drunk by beer, it don't work. But if you drink a hard liquor and drink a beer, it works.
I don't believe that.
Drinking more alcohol just doesn't. That sounds like
doesn't make sense to me.
Well, because it has
drink more alcohol to get sober. I drink a Gatorade or a Powerade or some Pedialyte.
This is crazy. I never heard nobody say go drink a beer so you can sober up.
It's called hair of the dog.
Not until I started drinking beer. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Have you heard of hair of the dog? If you heard of hair of the dog, that's what they're pretty much telling you. Go drink a beer.
What is it?
Hair of the dog.
Never heard of it. So,
well, there you go. All right.
You learn something. You learn something new every day in this craft beer industry, don't you? We sure do, Yoda.
Sure.
Yeah. Drink you a beer. Crack you open a Pilsner. Or something light. Yeah.
But Yoda, don't you know the term hair of the dog, and now you know what it means. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no, man! Listen.
Yeah. You just understand what the term means. You learned a new term today. You ain't No, you ain't trying no procedures. We ain't doing no processing.
No.
Drink your watermelon skin juice.
Mm-hmm.
Make it sound good when it's like, that shit is watermelon skin. Is that's the actual green part?
Yeah.
The outside, or is it the white part?
It's both. It's all of it.
So the green. It's no red flesh though. It's all the outside in there.
He said rind. He said straight rind, straight bitter.
Straight
bitter.
So it's the leftover.
It's not bitter.
Probably bitter because of the honey. Straight.
All the other stuff you put in it. Yeah.
Even when I don't put honey in there, it's not bitter. It just tastes like the watermelon.
I feel like, have you ever drunk? It tastes like what?
Yes.
So grinding up rind tastes more like watermelon than actual biting the rind.
Right.
If I raw dog the rind, it's nasty as hell. That shit.
Nah, but see when you get
if I process this shit and grind it up.
Yeah, because you getting when you biting just a straight rind, right? You getting raw rind, right? But then when you juice it, that's the water. So that's the water coming out of it too, causing it not to be so bitter. So that's why it don't taste like it does when you eat it versus when you drink it.
Gotcha.
Like I didn't add nothing to this to make it watery. So it's just the rind being juiced. So you're getting out all the juices from the rind and not just eating straight rind. So the straight rind
do you have leftover? Do you have
leftover.
leftover? Yeah, you do have. So you do have leftover that you pour out.
Yeah, well, the pulp. Yeah,
Or
you
does
don't
it
want
eat-
that shit.
does it-
That shit.
That shit's
Yeah,
bitter.
I'm just asking.
That shit probably.
That's the
Now
bitter
that
shit.
shit's probably bitter. Yeah,
That's the bitter shit.
yeah. That
So
shit's
you
probably bitter.
separate. Okay, Rob. So we both, all three of us are right. You're separating. You're getting the bitter out of there. I didn't know that you
Right.
had some leftovers that you don't use. Like it's some waste. I didn't know there was waste. I
Yeah.
thought the whole rind goes into that glass or into your pitcher or whatever. I didn't know that you got a little side cup that you pour out. What's
Yeah,
that pour?
so
What's
when
that pour out look like? That pour out cup is probably bitter.
It may be, but it's dry. So because there's no liquid in it anymore, because the juicer done juiced it all out, got all the
You taste it?
liquid out of it.
You ever
Hell
taste it?
no, that shit look like sand. I ain't gonna taste that shit. I'll probably be like,
Sand?
it's real thin and
Like
like
sand?
you can just
You should
sprinkle
sprinkle it on. You
something.
should sprinkle it on something. Yeah, sprinkle
Yeah,
it
like
on
like
something.
like what if you
Like a
like
little
if you put like butter in there and you throw that in there, maybe like a almost like a topping type of thing, like give it like a
Yeah.
some sugar,
Yeah.
like or put like sugar and butter,
Ooh,
like
sugar
crystallize
rim.
it almost, like a caramelize that rind.
What would you put that on? What would you put that
I don't
on?
know.
What would you use
It
that
could be
for?
like a
Now, see, I'm
like,
thinking.
uh,
I like
like
what you
candies.
said. Put some honey and some sugar on it, and then rim it with your drink.
Yeah, there you go.
You could do that, like because
We don't waste nothing here, or give it to the animals. That sounds like something that you could make a granola bar or something out of.
So like what I normally do though, like is that like if I juice carrots or like if I actually juice the watermelon or something like that, like I'll keep the pulp from that and I'll like repurpose it, even if I feed it to the dogs or I make a smoothie out, whatever.
Okay.
So, but with this shit,
Okay.
it dries out so much. Like,
Is that me?
No.
Oh man.
He
he was saying he was spitting some good knowledge too. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I don't even know what happened. But yeah,
Keep spitting that rind knowledge. Let us know about that watermelon skin.
Ain't no watermelon skin, man. It's going. All right,
It is,
the
man.
watermelon skin is going.
No, but you don't. So you don't repurpose the watermelon skin though. Only like
Nah.
the carrots and the vegetables that you do.
Yeah.
Okay, but you try. So have you tried to? It's just like it's too.
Nah,
not
but if
what
you
you
look
want.
at it, you would understand why I wouldn't.
I can't. I need a picture now. Take a picture next time.
Somebody might have something else to do with it. Like I
Yeah.
know a lot of people like take their pulp that's left over and make muffins and shit out of it, but not me.
Yeah, that's like when he was saying put the butter. When you was talking about butter, Rob, that's what I was thinking. Like you would purpose it in baking or
Yeah, you probably
or topping
could.
or like a icing or something like that. Like it sounds like zest. It sounds like watermelon zest.
But
That's
now I feel like at that point it's no flavor in that shit. Like because
But you ain't tasted though.
I ain't tasted, but I'm thinking that like after all this shit that happened to the watermelon, there's no flavor.
Man, what you do to that watermelon? Assaulted that watermelon.
Yeah,
assaulted
that
the
motherfucker
flavors
been
out of
through a
the
lot.
watermelon.
Motherfucker come in my house, he be like, "Oh no!"
Right, because what you do is you eat the red watermelon and then throw all the rest of the shit in the blender.
Yeah, or I may
juice
even
in the
juice the
juice.
red shit depending on how I feel.
Yeah. Now I don't like watermelon juice. I don't like red watermelon juice.
Man, you ain't had some good shit.
That's what you say every time, and you ain't got me nothing yet. I ain't had none. I've been over your house 2-3 times.
You had the right watermelon juice.
That's because I always drink it. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, next time you make it, you can call me. I'll come by.
Sorry.
Like you don't live that far.
All right.
You don't live down in Dover. You don't live in Camden.
Pick it up early. Pick it up when you're making it.
Right. Like, just tell me
You
when
gotta
you
call
make
him
it,
like,
bro.
I'm about to make some watermelon juice.
If I make some more, I'll
About
see
to
you on
make
Tuesday. I'll give it to you on
Make 'em
Tuesday.
Oh, you want to see me on Tuesday? We
Yeah.
doing the 3 for 5s. Nice. Oh no, we're not doing 3 for 5s. We, on the road.
Dude,
God
we
damn
got
it.
something to
God
do.
damn it.
God
damn.
Oh,
Let's do some
taco
3
eating
for 5s.
motherfucker. It's like, sorry, Rob. What you got? What you drinking on? What
Yeah, what you drinking on, bro?
the...
I am.
That was a good. That was good education. I appreciate the Ryan talk.
Yeah, I got from Dewey Beer Co. Dewey Beer. It is the Dewey Beer. It's collab with Jetty Surf Co. It is the Mid Atlantic Pilsner, local summer, 5% ABV. It's a nice hoppy Pilsner. It's got some hoppiness to it. They have Halatow Miller Fruit, Citra, Incognito, Cryo, Mosaic, Cryo, Citra, and Nelson hops. So it's a lot of hops in here.
It's hopping out the can.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Does it smell hoppy? Is it hoppy forward? Like almost IPA type hop?
No, it's not IPA type. It's more. I think it's closer to like a pale ale, not a whole IPA. So, but it is a Pilsner.
Yeah.
So I guess it was lagered as well. So it was there was some lagering going on in here. But yeah, I mean, that's the color. I drank most of it. But it's delicious. I mean, I enjoyed it. Obviously, this is my second can, and I'll say pass me another.
I have a question. You said Mid Atlantic. I don't want to say their name incorrectly. Who are they?
No, it's the Jetty Surf Co. is the collaboration, but it's called the Mid Atlantic.
I screwed that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jetty Surf Co. is in New Jersey, so I guess it was a collaboration. What to say? Pale golden crisp, blending lager yeast with dry hops to create a bouquet of tropical citrus notes, just as exciting as the beach in the fall season. Brewed in collaboration with Jetty Co. I corrected myself though. I didn't say is this what is it?
What the fuck am I reading?
Boutique and bouquet. Yeah, I like that, boy. Welcome.
Oh, yo, so I'm still on this code. Jetty Surf Co. That's a surf company, or is that a brewery?
No, I think it's a surf company.
It's called what now?
Jetty Surf Co.
Okay,
maybe it's a brewery.
That's cool because
is it a brewery?
I don't think so. I think it's a surf shop. I think it's a surf shop.
Yeah, that's it. Jetty Life. I think so.
Yeah, probably just something. Like they said, it's with the hops and stuff like that. It gives you a different flavor. So it's more about something when you go to the beach, and now even though you still see the water and the sand, but behind you now you got the leaves turning colors and all that kind of stuff. So it gives you that type of feeling. Like it's not a. You don't immediately say, "Oh, this is a summer beer," like some people say. This is it's an easy drinker. It's only 5%, so still easy drinking. Crisp, nice Pilsner, got a little hop forwardness to it, more in the family of a pale ale, I would say. But it is lagered a lot. It has lager yeast in it, so it still is a lager. But
again, you did. But again, let the people know. Yeah, but let the people know, like, Pilsner has to be lagered, or let me know as well.
Yeah, well, most of the time, a lager. Well, Pilsner is a lager, so normally it is lagered, and like so, it's like a cold storage process that goes on.
What is it? What is it if it's not?
It's an ale.
What is it if it's not lager? It's just an ale.
An ale. Yeah.
Okay, so it becomes a Pilsner once it's lager, but it's not called a lager. What's a lager then?
Well, a lager is a Pilsner. A Pilsner is the lager, I should say. But a lager is it's lager yeast, and it's a lager. It's like so it's like it's a higher.
It's almost a technique. It's like a technique more than a style.
Well, yeah, it's yeast. It's lager yeast, but it also is it's normally like a colder point. Like you can like kind of ferment anything anywhere with ale, and as long as it's a decent condition. But this is more colder, and where they do a lager. So that's where the difference comes in between. That's why some people I can make all the kind of ales I need, but you need certain you need somewhere to put this cold conditioning, a cold fermentation type of thing with a lager. So it takes a little more space and all that kind of stuff. So it's not for the faint of heart, but yeah, but it is a solid beer. So shout out to Dewey Beer.
Nothing in it. Like it's the third time. Like cheers.
Looked it up. He's like, what are you showing us? Just a cup.
I had a little bit in it. I had a little bit of left.
Yeah, you had to sip.
Now I don't. Now it's
a swallow. He had a swallow. It was a swallow.
Yeah, and I swallowed it. Why? All right.
Yeah.
What? I did swallow. You said you had to swallow, and then you swallowed.
Can we move on and stop saying swallow?
You got a problem with swallow?
Yeah, I got a problem when you said it.
The way you said it. The way you said it is
swallow.
Limit, man.
Why? I think one of these episodes he said swallowed like 5 times.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Have you ever been swallowed?
Yes.
Swallowed
up. Yeah.
Have you ever gone through a time of just swallowing?
Exactly. But you got a problem with you said swallowed.
The way you say he was imitating Yoda was imitating something that actually happened. You
right.
did that on your own.
Right.
Yeah, that was just shit.
There's no other way to say swallowed.
I said you have a swallow left. You could have said, and I just drunk it. And that would have been the end of it.
Why?
But
because
you swallowed it. I swallowed it.
Right. I understand. Yeah, I swallowed it.
Moving on.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said.
Exactly. That's exactly what it did.
I don't see the disconnect. I don't know.
I'm ready to with you guys. What am I missing? I did exactly what you guys said. I did
it. Yeah. I got a swallow left, so I swallowed that swallow. No.
I don't like it. Let's keep.
I still don't like it. That sounded
me
worse.
Either.
Yeah, just you drunk it.
You know what? For now on, every time I see you, I'm like, yo, let me get a swallow of that. I'm about to swallow this beer real quick. From now on, I'm not using drink at all. I'm like swallow all the time. I removed drink out of my. I had a swallow of that beer over there. Delicious.
It was the best swallow of your life. That's the best swallow of your life.
Gonna be like, honestly, my favorite type to swallow, type the beer to swallow is
yes. I love
the swallow of good lager.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, just change it out. That you could be the Swallow King.
Yeah,
the Swallow King.
I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Swallow King. Gang.
We gonna put that
as long as you put your name under it, that don't have nothing to do with the show. That's your own venture.
I'm gonna put Kings. I'm gonna put Swallow Kings.
Nah, bro.
Swallow Kings is crazy.
We own a part of this too.
I'll put Bruce and Banter on the back right there. A little logo. Swallow King.
No.
All right. That might be a bestseller.
Yeah. It probably will. That's gonna swell out. That's gonna swell out.
All right. Well, we are 25 minutes into nonsense.
That's good. We got about 25 more minutes to go.
Ooh, that time
Yeah.
got swallowed up quick, didn't it?
Swallow whole.
Oh,
What?
man. It's always a level higher that you go. You just pull out the Venus, Venus flytrap and just go for it. That's part of the swallowed up brand is the penis flytrap, you know.
Right. So I should go. So definitely, so I should have a Swallow King, and go with the.
Just don't put the S on the end. Just don't put the S on it.
Right,
Just don't put the S on the end. But I like it. It's a great
Swallow
idea,
King.
but
That's because
it's singular.
It's one person. If you're wearing a shirt, you're just gonna be wearing Swallow King. Like, hey, I'm the Swallow King. Got you.
Yeah, Swallow King. You definitely gonna have to put a beer on the back of that or something because walking around with Swallow King
or not,
you're gonna get a different type of approachment. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You got Swallow King without a beer on it. People gonna ask you a totally different question than you want.
Hey, well, that's our engagement.
It definitely is, but you have to alternate that interaction very quickly. You got like 2 questions before you gotta shift their direction of thinking.
I swallow my beers. If you got a beer fest, they get it.
Immediately, they will not get it.
At a beer festival, they won't get a shirt that say Swallow King.
No.
I think they would. I think
just make one and wear them.
Yeah, and let's see how it works out for you.
So Yoda, you're overruled. I'll even let him put the Bruising Banter logo on the back. That way, we at least get a percentage, Yoda. We at least get a percentage. The people can't see the logo on the back. It's tiny.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a big logo
he'll
on
be the only one wearing it. No, that's not how we do the logos on the back. That's not that we've never done big logos on the back. We don't do that. We do tiny logos.
Yeah, I got a big logo back. I got a big logo back t-shirt right now.
You got a big back logo? You got a big back logo on the
back? Yeah, that's coming soon for everybody. That big back logo for all my big back folks, including myself.
For all my Swallow Kings and big backs.
Big backs.
My big back Swallow King.
Oh my God.
Big back Swallow King shirts.
I know the name of this episode.
That is crazy, man. Where are we going with this?
All right. What is some beer news? There has been a decline, I think, for craft beer have softened again. The top 30 brands have lost some money or percentages in money. Declined by 3.6% year over year. Channels, I guess, in 5% year over year in the 4-week period ending now October 6th. So I guess craft beer is going down, but I think it all has a lot to do with again they haven't expanded their market. I think that's where a lot of this really goes to. I
have a question for you before you go on. I have a question. Is that just the top brands? The top 10 brands, or is that all craft beer brands have gone down 3.6%?
I think it's overall. I think but they look at the top. I think as in like the S&P 500, they look at the top brand and they use that as the gauge of where craft beer is.
I don't think they can do it like the S&P 500 for the simple fact that a lot of those the top 10 craft beers are losing money because there's an influx of new craft breweries every day. And if you have a local craft brewery that you like craft beer, you're going to go to them if they make good beer and you'll be loyal to them and their profit margins go up, and Coronas or Other Side or whoever else is a big distributor, Sam Adams, whatever, they go down because now I don't have to go to that brewery or to wherever else. That bottle shop, I can go to my local brewery that just opened up last month or 6 months ago. Does that make sense?
Right.
That's why I asked like you taking the top 10 versus taking a full range
What-
of all the breweries because there's breweries still opening and breweries still closing.
Yeah,
Right.
all the
so craft
time.
You see
beer.
the breweries closing
Yeah,
though.
true.
You see the breweries closing though. That would say, well, I
Right.
can see where that's work. That
Right.
so you can see where that
But they're still,
information
but it's
comes
not,
from.
they're not closing into the effect where more breweries don't take a chance on opening. Like a new brewery
That's
ain't gonna look at
anybody.
how many. Yeah, but that's
Man.
what this is still, but it's still more opening than closing. So
Yeah,
the
that's
numbers
right.
are still going
These
up.
numbers sound crazy. But like, who's the top 10 craft beer companies?
Top 30. I know
Oh,
New
top
Belgium
30.
is
Oh,
yeah,
you said top 30. I thought you said
I
top
thought you
10.
said top
Okay.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you
top
said top
30.
10. Top. I guess top 30 is a little bit broader, but not as broad. It's like 10,000 breweries.
Yeah, when we
top
look
30
at top 30, like
top 30 is probably real broad. If you're looking at the New Belgium, the Sam Adams, the Yinglings of the world, then you can probably gauge where you are. And then the closures
But that's what I'm. See, that's part of my argument. The closures is
but you also see the closures of small brands as well, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right.
But yeah, so that would tell you that there is some loss. But like in anything, there's restaurants that close all the time where somebody is going to say, "Hey, I think I got a great idea. I'm going to open up a restaurant." So I mean, you saw, you could say, I mean, even though it'd be like even newspapers are dying, but there's still newspapers out there. There's still magazines. There's still things that people still be like, "Ah, well, I'm gonna still keep it pushing," even though it may not be an outlet as it used to be. Like one thing was popping at one time. And I think craft beer is still, I mean, it's soft, like it's softened, but it's not. I think there's a decline only because when you still walk into breweries and stuff like that, for the most part, you still see,
not everybody.
your clientele. Hey,
I was about to say you're right. Like you've been doing this. We've been doing this for 6 years, and Rob, I don't know how long you've been going into breweries, but like that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why you started the podcast, and to see that it hasn't that the people that own breweries haven't caught on to this. There's at least a few more markets that we could approach and try to get into. Right. It's kind of frustrating because it's like y'all got me, but y'all two was going, but now y'all got me. Y'all got one more. It's kind of, but they're not trying. I don't think they try hard enough.
I think it's also frustrating because of where most of these breweries are. So like, you'd be like, where are we at? Like,
right, yeah. But then it's like, do they want that? They're like, do they really want that market? Like, that's the thing. Like,
but this is funny. Would you rather close? That's what I say. Would you rather close, be racist and close, or just open up a new market and have a country western night every night to include these country western people? You know what I'm saying?
Right. There's a way to be inclusive and for everybody, really. Like you could do different nights for different people. You got a metal night,
absolutely.
You got a hip hop night, you got a comedy night.
Yeah.
But people, what I'm saying is that a lot of these breweries,
Addict doesn't. Go ahead, Yoda. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of these breweries don't want to do that though. Like an exception is like Addict because like they know what they're doing. They like they got something for everybody pretty much.
Everybody.
Even
within 2 weeks, you
come
back in 2 weeks. We're gonna have something.
Yeah, right. It's something for everybody.
Something for you. Don't worry about it. We recycle every 2 weeks. We're gonna have something that you can enjoy. And if you say something that you didn't see, they try their best to incorporate that into the next round of whatever their entertainment is for the week. But there's a lot of breweries that will just, I'd rather close than open up my brewery to people of color or people that aren't straight. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's weird because everybody's spending these American dollars the same, and we spending them according to the polls. Black people spending a lot more. So why wouldn't you want to come over here and try to get my money?
Yeah. I mean, some people do get it, some people don't. And hey, I mean,
shout out to black owned breweries. Shout out to black owned breweries that have country western night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they do that. They do that. They do that more. You see that more in a higher percentage, even though we are a smaller percentage of black-owned breweries. You see them reaching out to everybody more than you see a higher percentage of. And there are some white breweries like Attic and Autumn March, just to name those two, that actually don't care. We want your money and we want to make good beer. But
right.
Who wants
Well,
money?
they also care about the
Like,
community,
the
because most of
community,
the time
Yeah.
the community
Yeah.
they are, they recognize like, hey,
That's true.
we want to be a part of the community, not just a business here, but actually part of the community. So shout out to them. I mean, because
Makes you last.
Um,
You last longer too that way. They said they both were
right.
celebrating 4 and 5 year anniversaries because
Right.
they incorporate wherever their neighborhood has been. They go out and be passing out flyers and inviting those people in, whether they come
Right.
or not. They still welcome.
Right.
Right, exactly. And they make good beers. So I think
And the beer's good. that
and the beers
always
are good.
helps.
Yeah, absolutely. If you got good beer, good people, that brings people in. And if you have a welcoming environment, that helps.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know, even though I did read a article, I think the other day, that I don't know what, I guess it's Gen Z. Is it Gen Z? Yeah, Gen Z.
What generation are we? I don't know anything about
what
it.
none of this is.
Gen X.
Yeah, I don't know. I know baby boomers are our grandparents, but I don't know any other generation after that.
Generation X, millennials, and then Gen Z and Gen Alpha or something like that. Like my
What
kids
are
are
we?
in Gen Alpha with Gen X, because Gen
What
X
are
goes
we?
from like next.
He said we Gen X, right?
Yeah, Gen X. It goes from like 19, and it's like 1964 to like 1980. It's a big
That's
rate.
like a
83.
long range.
Yeah.
Who made up this shit though? Like,
Oh, who made it up? I don't know.
yeah,
But I
don't be
know
understanding it.
millennials, obviously, they're around the 2000s, obviously, and then you have the Gen Zs. They're drinking less and less. I've read an article that they are drinking less and less, so that may be also, so as they come in of age to be like, oh, I'm a drinking age, they ain't drinking. So I mean,
Right.
so you got to be also, you also got to have a non-alcoholic offering for them as well, so they can if they want to go out and hang out with their friends and they drink, but they don't. You want to have something that, and I don't think you see a lot.
And then on top of that, you gotta have. Yeah, don't you have to have more than one non-alcoholic option? Like, I don't want a non-alcoholic IPA. That's gross. I don't want an O'Doul's. That's nasty to me too. But if you made a non-alcoholic sour, you may drink that.
Yeah. Well, and if you even, I mean, some people I know, like they offer root beer, or like those type of sodas, like craft sodas. Those work well.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's definitely ways to get people in, and diversify your offerings, as well as still catering to your core audience. Because I mean, you don't want to ignore your core audience, but you also want to expand. Because if that core audience is going away, you got to be like, hey, let me crack into somewhere else where we can still make good beer, and sometimes it takes a little bit of education, because people may not know.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Speaking about the COVID, we do have the pink names on our thing, because it is a breast cancer awareness month, the end of breast cancer awareness month at this point. But just everybody, know somebody who had cancer or anyway, just encourage people to get their examinations and all that kind of stuff. I know it's not even like with the recent passing of DJ Clark Kent. I know he had a 3-year battle with colon cancer. I just had a colonoscopy for that as well. So I just encourage you. Cancer is terrible. So you just got to make sure that you get your the checkups you need when you're supposed to have, especially if cancer runs in your family or something like that. Make sure you stay on top of that. And I think that was it.
Do y'all know why it's October? Like it's breast cancer awareness month?
No.
Probably Susan Corman probably has something to do with it. I'm not sure why they picked October or why it's pink, but I think I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe they can tell me real quick.
I don't know. I was just thinking, like, why is it? Who picks the months for all these for all these different situations like
This was a partnership with the American Cancer Society. The pharmaceutical decision to promote mammograms. They just picked the month.
mm,
They didn't say.
Maybe because it's gone into the winter season, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because you were working
It
into
started
the
in
new season.
1985.
okay.
It started in 1985.
Right. Well, I guess it's awareness. So I guess you could pick any month and say this is where we want people to start. Hey, hello.
They don't say why, but they say they don't say why, but it says the pink ribbon was introduced in 1992 as part of the campaign. So pink started in 1992, and it started in 1985. 1985.
All right. Well, I guess you got to pick a day because you got like AIDS World Day, Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So I guess you just got to pick a month and be like, all right, this is where we're gonna rock with. This is where we're gonna promote. Because any time of year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whereas every single one of them you need to be aware of throughout the whole year, not just that month.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just more about just shining more light because it's easier to say. I think it's easier for people, not just people, just in general, like in terms of organizations and stuff like that, to focus. Like, all right, this is the month. It's easier to organize if you have a month.
Yeah, and you can make people can. It's something to look forward to. People can be focused on it at least for 30 straight days.
Yeah, and I think
in 2022 is estimated that nearly 44,000 people in the U.S. died from breast cancer.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's according to a Susan G. Komen stat.
But I also think
1 in 8 women diagnosed in their lifetime.
Yeah, I think it's like I think all these awareness months are just basically what they are, awareness, because in case you forgot, I know you haven't been thinking about it. So here, boom, this is that month.
Yeah.
Remember?
Let's put it on your mind. Put it on your mind for please. Another stat, Black women in the US are 40% more likely to die from breast cancer than white women. But we know that's because doctors don't treat Black women and Black women's pain the same as white women. So just get checked and make sure your doctor does your mammogram for you.
All right.
Yo,
men out there. If you get a little lump in your breast, it's like 1% of y'all that do get breast cancer. So if you feel a little lump in your nipple area, go ahead and get that shit checked out, man. You never know. And there's no shame. It's no shame in even though Yoda's laughing, there's no shame in no man it's cancer, bro.
How you say in your nipple area? That's not the only place.
Areola? What should I say? Areolas?
Well, it's just the whole breast.
I feel like a man. Like this is weird, and it's probably sexist. I'm sorry if it is. I feel like a man doesn't have breasts until he has breast cancer. Like it's just our chest
area. Then just say, check your whole chest area.
Your chest checked out.
Yeah, check your whole chest area. Yeah,
chest
if you feel something weird growing in there, go ahead and get that chesty area test out. Chest and test. God damn, that fucking tore me up.
You said something about the way Black and white people were, the difference between Black and white people, right? And it made me think of something I was discussing with a white guy, right? So I had a discussion with a white dude about towels, using the towel in the shower, or just going straight soap, right? Because a lot of white people don't use washcloths, okay? It's just something that they don't do. But a lot of Black people, majority of Black people use washcloths, right? So when I asked him, like, okay, so what do you do? He said, well, I grew up using a washcloth because we were poor. And he said, when we were poor, so if you didn't use a washcloth, then that means you was running through the soap faster. So he was like, when I was younger, we were poor, so we had to use washcloths. So that way we wouldn't run out of soap. You just lather up your towel, wash your body off.
Oh my God.
Soap, right? And so I said, well,
oh my God,
I'd never heard that. And I thought to myself, That's why black people use washcloths. I was like, yo, because a lot of us came up in poverty, a lot of us came up with no money.
I was told something totally different. That's the first time I ever heard that. That's the first time I ever heard it.
Yeah, and that was the first time
it lasts long.
I heard. That's what I said the same thing. I was like, yo, I never even thought of it like that.
So check this out. What reason do you use a washcloth for? I use a washcloth to scrub the dead cells and dirt off my body.
Me too.
Soap can't do that.
I feel like I get a better clean with
like it's a
washcloth.
Yeah, it's just like a loofah. Like a loofah, you get an even better clean because it's going more into them dead cells. I feel like, but washcloth does the job for me.
Yo, my thing is that like people go like, so I'm like, y'all just go in the shower, use the soap, and blah 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 blah, right? Which
because that makes you, and that means you're rich. That means you're rich.
No, I don't think it necessarily means you're rich, right? That's what
you have an air about you.
Yo, I don't even know if
that is wild.
Because I'm like, yo, you just go in there and rinse off like that. And meanwhile, I get out the shower looking like I done got beat the fuck up because the water was so hot and I done scrubbed my body like to the fucking
all red.
Well, that's bad too, though. Using hot water, that's bad too, they say. You're supposed to use cold
but I
water.
don't use like, my thing is like, I only use hot water at the beginning of my shower. Remember we had this discussion, everybody fucking laughed at me because I wash in cold water. Only use the fucking hot water at the beginning of my shower, and that's pretty much it. But then I'm like, it gets colder and colder towards the end, like as I'm in the shower. Because one, I don't really like hot water that much. I just like it to get the rinse me off, get me nice and clean first, but then I can only take it so hot because I don't know what it is. But yeah, like I just think after I thought about it, people don't use towels to wash their hands either though. So maybe that's why they don't use towels, because people just use soap. When you use a bar of soap, you just put the soap in your hand, put it down, and you say your hands is clean, are they?
But that's because you rub them vigorously. They say rub vigorously. Rub your hands vigorously. You don't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Soap. You can't go soap. Like if you put soap on your hands and do it like that on your arms, that's better than actually the bar of soap, because the bar of soap is easy glide. That's an easy piece. That ain't no scraping.
But it's still some friction.
That's
still friction though. Like
there's still some friction, and also depends on the type of soap you got.
Soap slippery as motherfucker, yo.
There's some soaps there's some soap that has some things that make it a little more grainy. Depends on the soap, I guess.
Yeah. I just like that Lever 2000. That Lever 2000 from back in the day. That shit has some crystallization.
Yeah, that shit used to scratch you.
Yeah, that made you go. That made those white folks go to washcloths after that shit. They like, God damn, believe me.
How did I get rug burn on my arm?
I feel like I got a gym burn. Playing dodgeball and shit. I'll
be scrubbing like a motherfucker. But yeah, I digress.
All right.
That's just like how some people don't wash their legs because the soap runs down. If you don't use a washcloth, of course you probably believe in that. But your legs is dirty as shit.
I'd be scrubbing the shit out of my legs. Like, come on.
Man, especially when it's like summertime, when your legs be out. When your legs be out, you gotta scrub them harder because they outside now. Your legs can't be outside and you're not giving them a good wash now. What the fuck is happening?
All right. Well, this has
we live in a time in the world where, you know what I'm saying, like soap and washcloths and cleanliness is it's like appreciated. Like this ain't.
I'm gonna start using the motherfucking scrub daddy in the motherfucker.
Is there a scrub daddy out there?
Yeah, they got scrub daddy. It's for dishes though. Yeah, for dishes though.
Oh shit, that's harsh. I feel like that's like a fucking Brillo pad. You gonna use a Brillo pad? Ah, damn.
It's kind of in that vein.
Yeah,
I mean, you can wash your body. You can wash your body and put oils and soap and. People out here inventing shit. We done have people on our show that make stuff to make you smell good. Use that shit. Don't be out here not using deodorant just because Somebody told you not to, and you stink. That's nasty.
Not using deodorant is a tough one.
All right.
Huh?
Well, I guess
said hold on.
That's a good point to wrap up.
That's
Yes,
tough.
don't be out here stinking and being dirty. Wash your legs, nigga.
Wash your
There you
ass.
go. There's a thing.
And your ass too.
There you go. That's the quote of the episode. Wash ass.
Yeah, wash your ass.
That is not the
swallow.
quote of the episode. Yes. That is not, don't try
Be
to
sure to
mask this
swallow.
shit up. Don't.
And wash your
Yeah,
ass.
that's the quote. Bro. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's the whole point. That's the motto of the episode. Is
That's right.
What Rob and Yoda said earlier, and
Right.
then wash.
3
your
Swallow
legs and
Kings
your
on
ass.
deck, baby.
What?
No.
Nah, bro. Not listen to it. Not listen to
You,
it.
you change the direction. You change it. Right. You see in triple. If you see triple, then it may be good.
Nah, I'm going to superimpose Swallow Kings on this episode, as all of us.
Nah, man, that's a singular. That's a
I'm
singular
gonna
statement
pop up
right
with a
there.
t-shirt with all 3 of us on there talking about swallow kings.
With that remember that animation that he thought was cool, and I was like,
Yo,
I
how
like
about
that
it's
shit. You
funny?
said,
I noticed he used it for the bobber.
That's what he
Did you
fucked
notice? Did you notice he used it for the bobber cover?
Yeah, I
That's
see
right.
that. I see that. I let it go.
Yo, he did
I
not
let it go
that
because it was. I let it go because the barber show was one of our best ideas that we've had in a while. But that
use it for my
animation, that
I use it at work too.
What you use that work for?
for
we
what?
We do like a charity walk, so I use it as my avatar.
Okay.
All right. I guess that's
and-
good
hold
enough.
on,
time
I-
limit, so,
I got one more question for y'all. Do people at your
Yeah.
job know that you do the show? Do people at your
Yeah.
job know that you do the show?
Remember?
Yeah. That's what the Brewing and Banter from.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everybody that I work with knows. I tell them all the time, and when they have beer questions, they ask
That's
me.
what's up. Oh, that's what's up.
All right.
That's what's up.
Before we go, we all like to know how people can find us on these.
It's
World Wide
over,
Web.
man. You lighting that shit all late. Shit. It's over.
I forgot. I always forget about it. You know why though? It's like
we got it looks better without the light. I can see
yeah.
it.
That's why I
I
don't
can't-
turn it.
It's like
That's why I don't turn it on. Look at that. That's like
Yeah, you
super
can't
bright.
see it.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's low.
Yeah, you can only see it
That's
when
the
it's
best it's gonna get, but you can't.
probably when
can't
it's
see
dark.
bruising.
Probably if it's darker in the room, like if you were
Yeah.
like doing a real
Yeah,
like a YouTube
when the light,
setup,
when the
and it had like
natural
the
light.
purple
Yeah.
backdrop and all that stuff, and you have like a darker room with the light just focusing
Yeah.
on you. It'll be
But you
like
can see
power.
it better. You can see it better without the. You can see it better
Right,
when the
like
light when
that.
it's off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks great now.
Yeah, we're just saying,
Not
get in a
great,
dark
but you
room
know
and
better.
just add light. Close them blinds and get a dark, get some light, and then get that thing popping
Mm-hmm.
like a YouTube setup.
Get it together, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. Just like me, I got the TV going on, and I got the harvest tree right there.
Okay, in the show now, please.
All right,
Oh, you
before we
talking
go,
about
we
your
like to know
October,
how people
your October Christmas?
This Halloween trip.
harvest tree. Before we go,
It's
how can they
October
find you on the
Christmas.
World Wide Webs and all that kind of stuff? Lou, how can they find you?
Kept talking,
My name is Lou Belgium. He ain't want to talk about his Halloween Christmas.
He made sure he kept
Man, what is this? It's been up there since September, baby. Change every year, every month.
Oh my
Change it
god,
up.
that's funny.
It'll change soon.
Things you do,
Christmas.
man. When's it change to Christmas? Like right after Halloween?
No, after
Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
So y'all actually have a Thanksgiving themed tree.
That nigga's about to say Black.
You got a Black Thursday tree? Yeah, Black Thursday tree.
Black Friday.
Yo, your brother won't let you get nothing out. You can't make out one mistake. Your brother is the
Black
Robert. Is the Robert?
Yo, because it's been Black
Like, yo,
Friday
you
all
said
his
it
life.
Well, because I'm about to say because you said Thanksgiving.
Oh,
so I was
Thanksgiving
about to say-
third. Okay, I got you.
Oh,
I got you.
yeah, it's Black
He gonna
Friday.
have a Thanksgiving. So it won't, but you won't update the decorations from now
No,
until
because
Black Friday.
it's still fall. Yeah, it's still fall in November.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so it's a harvest tree. All right, yo, where can they find you?
They can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
All right, you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Apple Podcasts, Pandora, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can say Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast. If you want to follow me, Rob, stay bruising. There it is. Bing, 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 bing. This has been a great episode of Bruising Banter Podcast. And rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent. Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.